everybody, everybody, hold your horses. Don't lose your shit. I think we figured it out. All right. Um. Okay. I think we're back. We're back. We're online. We're
We can hear you.
online. Okay, everybody. Okay, I fixed it. I fixed it. I fixed it. Okay. I'm
Okay,
actually
just
laughing too hard.
are we just
Okay.
restarting for the YouTube video?
Yeah. Pretty much. I guess. I guess we
All
can
right.
restart. Um.
So Havoc's our guest, and he's the two-time, and that's it. Um,
Scuffed.
Yeah. Havoc is the
basically, yeah.
two-time. His team went kind of boom early and due to
If you want
unfortunate
to win
reasons.
win OL, just add me, dude, to the roster. Simple.
Basically, dude. That's literally all you have to do, guys. All right. Get him on,
Okay.
and then you guys will be fine.
All right. Now power rankings. Let's get to the solar. Brink, I want to hear your opinion on some of the
Wait,
teams.
I'm loud. My bad.
All right. So for some reason, we're not showing up. Our talking heads are not showing up for some reason, but people don't give a shit about that, right? You guys don't care.
Nope.
I
You
don't
guys
give a
don't care.
shit.
I'm gonna continue.
That U.GG logo looks good though.
I'll sit back and talk.
All right. So let's go back to yeah, to power rankings. Okay. So Ashura, I really think like Ashura is r- like just hanging on a thread just above Bubble Buddies. I think did they beat Bubble Buddies
Bubble Buddies just beat them this week
Bubble
tonight.
Buddies beat them, right? Okay, so that kind
Fake
of
news.
that kind of really uh tells you that Bubble Buddies are just like gearing up for the playoffs, you know? Like they're coming in like ready to like they're just it feels like they took it slow and now they're just like in form to like take over the number one spot. And but it'll be close, you know. Like it's not gonna be like a cakewalk or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure, like due to the playoff format, like they might not play them until like the finals or something. So I don't know. Like I don't know what to say about the power rankings for Solar right now. Like I know going into the week, you just gave Shura like the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's kind of
Bubble
like
Buddies is now in first place. So for anyone who doesn't know, if you're looking at the power rankings right now, the current rankings for Solar are Bubble Buddies in first, 9-2. Azura is second, 8-3. Ravens is third, 8-3. Or I guess tied for second. Penguins are 7-3, and then Wyoming 6-5. So
yeah,
Wyoming actually lost 3 games. They lost every game this week
yeah.
except for one. They went 1-3. So yeah, basically the way you look at the power rankings now, Wyoming is not in playoffs. It would be both wildfire teams from Solar, and then Bubble Buddies and Azura.
Yeah. So right now, like I think the bottom side, like the bottom half of Solar, kind of turned out the way we thought it was gonna turn out. You know, um, like I personally thought that like Leon was might have been like might have shaped up and like maybe of taking some game off the upper teams, but like it didn't turn out that way. You know, like they really just. Oh wait, this is an old This is an old one actually. This is not the updated power
So now
rankings.
we know. Well, they're looking at it's a different ranking.
It's not
So like they're seeing the power rankings, which is like the old record. Yeah, those are the new records that you just put up.
that
Um,
was right. Yeah, that
but
was.
someone asked in help desk, what's the
Oh,
amount
yeah,
of games
man.
you need to guarantee playoffs? And at this point, it's starting to come together. So each team plays 16 games, and 10 games have been played. I think some teams have played 11. So I think the magic number at this point, you can kind of use your big brains to figure out. It's probably going to be about 9. It'll be a little higher in teams with like lots of low win. So like yeah, in conferences with lots of low win teams, it'll be a little higher than a 9 possibly.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lock for. Um, I think AK and Fallen Crusaders are both locked in the playoffs,
Okay.
and Bubble Buddies is too.
All right. I think we figured it out. So like honestly, personally, I think like the surprising thing I really didn't think the Ravens would be like doing this well. They're tied with Asher now, you know? Like I thought
Mm-hmm.
I personally thought that I personally really thought that like Ravens might have just like hung around to like six or seven, maybe go to fifth, but like I'll turn up my mic, guys. I'm so sorry. These audio issues are so bad.
That
Um,
was fine.
I'll turn up my mic.
At least because you have us so loud.
Yeah, if it's too loud, just let me know. Um, but yeah, so like I'm surprised. Like I really think Ravens are just like kind of proving everybody wrong, sort of. So which is kind of good. Like I want them to really like do well. Like I want them to prove people. I want surprises, things that are just like not expected. So that's a pleasant surprise, I think, and that's one of the things that I'm gonna be looking forward to going into week 5 is to see how the Ravens like kind of perform like down the stretch their last 4 games. Um, they're on a 2 game
Yeah,
win streak, so like Penguins are right behind them with on a 5 game win streak. So
I
like
think yeah, Penguins. So everyone kind of talks about them like they're nothing, but didn't they get to the finals for Academy? I think
Academy.
that's where they lost to Wyoming. I mean, it was Academy, okay. But let's be real, like the top Academy teams from last season are probably better than most of the new teams this season. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think Ravens is great. Um, I thought they were the best wildfire team, even though they didn't initially make it into the league because of the Swiss luck. But
yeah,
it's kind of exciting to see like literally that's kind of like why that's a really big reason why I like 3 to 4 games a week. It's because like one week like someone can be in like third place, and like Wyoming's like third place, they're 5-2, and now they're in fifth place at 6-5 a week later. So
yeah. Like I mean, you probably don't know any of these teams Havoc, but like in Solar, but if you
I don't
did
know the
have
lunar teams.
yeah, but if you did have like if you had any insight into like Bubble Buddies, like you played with them, like most of those players, right? Like like
Jungle and
Razikin.
Mid,
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
E-boy and Rizigan.
Yeah.
Rising.
So are you surprised at all about how they're number one now?
Mm, not really,
Okay.
because I mean, there's only like there's a big gap to be honest. From them and other teams. Like I knew they were top 3.
Mm.
It's just it's fucking E-boy, dude. E-boy's too good.
Juicy
yeah,
to get.
I agree. I think like even though the standings don't reflect it, I think Bubble Buddies, maybe Azera is just like miles ahead of like Wyoming down to Hawkeye if you look in the standings. Like it's not even the case. Like I'm pretty sure they troll half their games. Um, I do expect Bubble Buddies to be in the finals though.
Hey, I'm going for
But
Penguins though. My old,
Oops, clicked the wrong thing.
Penguins are they have a
they
cool
picked up
name.
AXM, so if you guys want to upgrade, hit me up. I'll play with AXM.
Hey, the offer's out there, guys. The offer's
That's the
out there.
only reason is
Mass. Everybody
Sam.
message him. Everybody message him at once. Everybody. Uh, so all right. Let's move on to the Lunar Conference. AK at the top. Not much of a surprise. The team really like kind of. It's kind of showing like each game, like every game, you kind of just tell they're kind of like a full level above most of the teams, except for maybe Fallen Crusaders. So another surprise is CFC Rounds and Cosmic Insight. They both had like really good week 4s. Like
Yo, Insight popped off, dude. They
I
won every game.
know. Sorry, continue. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say they like. I know. We were in Power Rankings. I forgot who read. Oh yeah, Subrifire wrote about them. And I remember like someone was recently hyping them up. Like, oh, they actually like do really well early, but they just like go boom when they play as a team. And it appears that they kind of fix this issue. I mean, like they didn't beat AK or Fallen Crusaders, but they definitely like kind of proved they're better than the middle to lower half of Lunar.
Yeah,
So it'll be exciting to see if they that race for fourth place.
yeah. I mean, like I really have to see what happens in week 5 to like Like I just can't call it. Like who would have thought Cosmic Insight would be in a position for playoffs? You know,
Yeah, they thought it'd be Cuddle Bunch or Dusk. Let's
like
be real.
everybody thought Cuddle Bunch would be like from 2 to 4. Everybody thought G7, obviously Mirage and which is for fun having
No
the same.
contest.
Yeah,
Okay, we also have to discuss Cuddle Bunch because
we will. We'll get to them. And
they went.
don't forget about one thing. Don't forget about the U.S. Air Force Academy. Like they had like
They're hovering.
they're hovering. They
They're
have
like-
a chance to have a swing week. That's why I think Lunar is like really tight from all the way from 6 to 4, from 6 to 4 or 6 to 3 even. It's like everything hinges on week 5. Who plays best, you know? And
Yeah, and there's a rescheduled game that hasn't been played yet.
and
so.
there is a rescheduled game that still needs to be played.
I think it's Nighthawks and Air Force. I'm not sure though.
Yes, actually, yeah, it is. It is Nighthawks and Air Force.
But can you go back to Solar real quick and like talk about Hawkeye? Because they got their first win,
Oh yeah, they did get their first win. That's right. Damn.
and I am for one glad that they won a game because
Oh,
I
you're wrong,
predicted
man.
that they would possibly beat Sens, even though like I think any of the bottom 3 teams in Solar could easily
Yeah,
take a game off each other.
I mean, I think HCC. I feel like Hawkeye is like one of those teams where they're really committed to just like trying to get better.
Wait. You predicted?
He did, yeah.
Where at? On the rankings?
Power rankings,
That doesn't look like a prediction.
All right, dude. It was like an indirect.
I wouldn't be surprised if they finish the season 0-6.
Yeah, but I said they also wouldn't be surprised if they took a game off of.
You
Select.
kind of rode the fence on that one.
Okay, yeah. So I dipped my feet in both sides. Like, who gives a shit? Okay, the recent games that haven't been played are Nighthawks and Cosmic Insight, and then Nighthawks and Air Force. So those are both big games, right?
I know, but I'm going to put an asterisk beside Hawkeye's win, and that was against. I'm sorry, Hawkeye. Okay, I just gotta keep it real. Okay. You guys beat Soulbound Sins. Okay, Soulbound Sins is 2-8. So
Yeah, but they won. That's all that matters.
they did win. They did get their win, and I guess they did prove that they can beat teams in that conference. But
I mean,
let's
they
temper.
proved that they
Let's,
could be like the bottom. three.
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Hawkeye,
so
we still love
let-
you guys. Okay. All right.
Let me go. Let me go about the lunar solar shit. All right. Give me like a 1 minute rant. So solar is like, oh, we won the fucking like cross, group shit. Like blah 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 blah. Look at us. But like, if we're gonna be real, the bottom 3 from solar are like the pure reason why like solar is rated the worst group. Because like in the beginning of the season, because literally, like 33% of that group is just buns,
Bonds.
and like.
Yeah.
Like the bottom 3 of, and I guarantee the bottom 3 of lunar would probably be hover between like 4 and 7 in solar.
Oh, that's a
And
fact.
I
That's a
really
fact.
think like Dust and Cuddle Bunch, and of course Havoc's your fun team would probably sweep the bottom 3 of solar. Like super easy.
Yes, for sure. I feel like
And-
any team from 3 to 7 or 3 to 8 in Lunar would be fighting for a playoff spot if they switch with any team in Solar right now.
Oh, I agree, and I think like, and everyone's like, oh, but like solar has like we won the fucking cross platform. That's like it's bullshit. Like it's literally a 6-team group. Like
It really is. It's
Lunar,
top heavy.
Lunar isn't. Well, it was a 19 group, but like, it's an 18 group now. Actually, just kidding. Havoc's your fun team's gonna sweep the competition.
Yeah.
Maybe
But,
we didn't
like,
have 7
yeah.
losses.
The whole point is like, there's 3 free wins in that group. Like, it's literally just a 6-team group, and the 4 teams make playoffs. That's why like Solar's the easier group, because there's less competition within the group. Even though like those middle of the pack lunar teams didn't perform well in cross platform, or not cross platform, cross conference
Nice.
play. Too many beers, dude. I still think that like they would be in playoff like competition for Solar. Like they would definitely be like
Yeah.
hanging around 4th, 5th.
Oh,
So
for sure. Like I 100% agree with that. And like, I mean, everybody kind of called it at the beginning of the season, saying that like when Solar was Academy and Lunar was Premier, you know. But like at the same time, like there is some really strong teams in Solar, but they're just at the top, you know. So like, Like it's kind of just how things shake up, man. It's just like just the chance of things, you know. Group draws is how it works. So like,
Yeah. Also, like, let's be real, the cross play wasn't taken seriously by some teams.
yeah,
So,
Heck no.
it's gonna come
I don't know
bite.
if you saw AK's comp, but
Yeah, dude, Lunar's
that
gonna
was pretty
fucking
troll.
kick themselves when it comes to playoffs, dude. They're
Oh,
gonna,
dude, if
yeah.
yeah, yep. Imagine like first place Bubble Buddies versus like first place Crusaders or AK. Like they're gonna bite themselves in the ass when they don't get a,
Yeah,
you know.
they're just gonna be like,
Imagine
fuck,
listening
man,
to
we should
Nidalee
try.
Top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine losing in Italy top. By the way.
Oh
No, I'm
man.
just a really good Italy player. I was out jungling drops. I know he's gonna be like, what the fuck? Said that.
Oh
I was out farming
no.
him. I was out leveling him. Hold up. I had more gold
Wait,
than him.
wait. That's
Yeah,
that's actually too much, dude.
you
Drops.
can
It's
literally
too
look at the
early.
match
It's
history.
too early. Save it for the end.
Yeah. All right. Sorry.
All right,
We get another few viewers of me. Talk about D1 junglers, dude. Fuzzball also got out jungled, by the way.
God
So
damn, dude. Everybody's just
who's
getting.
won at 4 different roles in OL?
And
Your
he
boy.
didn't even play Rammus.
Mm-mm. No, everyone's talking about Italy Nocturne, but they haven't seen the Ramus yet.
Oh no, they're not
That's my
ready for that
pocket
one.
pick.
They're not ready for that
Nope.
one. They ain't ready.
I'm not ready for that one.
All right, so that is kind of like the breakdown of the current standings and the current power rankings,
Can we show off our new arrow that I just copy and pasted
and
on the next?
we're going to move over to our topics of discussion. All right. Boom.
We're on the standings breakdown now, right?
I don't even know
Yeah.
topics.
Not that
Yeah, because you don't deserve to see him.
one. Standings. Okay. Let me move this over here, okay, guys? Big blue arrow right there.
Yeah, can we get a shout out to the Death Holy though? The only Ravens player I don't want to fucking kill in game. Like, let's be real here.
Kill in game. In game, guys. In game. In brackets. In parentheses.
game.
In game.
In game. I don't want to grief him in IRL.
All right. So we kind of just went out. We spoke about the power rankings and gave our opinions because some of the things kind of changed. Week 4 standings, we kind of broke that down as well. And we have a big asterisk on the Lunar Conference going into week 5. There's gonna be it's a massive week. Like it's gonna be like a lot of things are gonna be some teams are gonna step up to the plate, and some teams are really gonna just kind of, you know,
Dying game.
die
Yeah.
in game. You know, so
Yeah.
that's that. And let's kind of talk about the spicy shit. Okay.
Can we talk about one of the week 5 stream games that everyone has to tune into? 8K plays Fallen Crusaders on the stream.
Oh,
Um,
that's big. That's
on
gonna be big.
next Tuesday at 8:30.
Next Tuesday, 8:30. Everybody, clear your schedule. Make it there.
Sleep.
Make
Wait, hold
sure-
on. Then 8K plays Dusk, so they're getting streamed twice in a row.
Yeah, so just make sure you're hydrated and ready for, like, you know.
And Bubble Buddies
One
plays
team-
Ravens in week 6.
Make sure you get your pillow,
Your pillow,
blanket.
your waifu
If you
pillow.
want to fall asleep.
Yeah, waifu pillow, and then wait for late game, and then here comes Void Bullet Angel to save the day for Fallen Crusaders. All
Shout
right.
out to Void Bullet Angel. Sorry that he can't make these because we're always busy on weekends.
Yeah. Sorry, Void, but you'll be on at some point.
So looking at some of these interesting week 5. So actually, can we discuss Cuddle Bunch?
All right, let me go back to
Havoc?
the power
Hmm?
rankings here. All
Can we discuss Cuddle Bunch?
What about him?
Allison told me you know everything. Spill the beans, bud.
Oh.
Oh, this is not the right one.
All right. So I got some inside info
Yep.
on Cut a Bunch.
Cuddle Bunch, Cuddle Bunch.
Cut a bunch.
Basically,
Okay, so
the team went-
let me just
Okay.
preface this before you go. I am on Cut a Bunch, so
oh, you are?
yeah. So like I was on the team originally, but
It
then
has nothing to do with you though, does it?
yeah, it doesn't have anything
Yeah,
to do with me.
okay.
But I just want to just throw that out there so that people are like, hey, isn't Brink on Color Bunch? Like what? Why isn't he talking about it? I'm just telling you, I don't really know all of the details. Okay, go ahead.
There's nothing. I don't think there's anything.
Nope, your spotlight's
Alright.
on you, bud.
Yeah, it's on you. It's on you.
Basically, the team went big boom. And I got some direct quotes from their famous mid lane that said to their.
Oh my! No, Austin, don't say that.
Tilted Austin in quotes, dude.
I don't know if I should say them.
All right, go ahead.
Um,
Big quotes,
all
big
right, so
quotes.
basically, here's what Austin said to Dark XL. He said, "Quote, Malphite, you are a fucking worthless, brain-dead scumfuck
Oh
bastard,
no. Okay,
pile of
okay, okay. Oh,
trash."
hold
And
up,
it
hold
goes on
up,
like that. It goes on.
hold up,
I
guys.
can't say the second part.
The
Wait, no,
this
no, no, no. If it's
don't
something
don't
racist,
It's
okay.
not
hold on. No,
racist.
wait, no, hold on, Brink.
Wait,
Wait, this
wait,
is
wait.
OL After Dark. Hold on. We're
I
not
thought there was no
censoring
rules
anything.
here.
Oh,
If it's not sexist, homophobic, or
It's not
racist.
sexist or homophobic, but there is something about
Wait, you
some
forgot one of the terms. You forgot
okay, we
racist.
don't have to say quotes. We don't have to say. We could just kind of say that there was a rift between players. You know.
Can you do redacted?
Yeah, every day.
all right. Basically, he calls him a bunch of names and says that blank down in the streets like the degenerate that you are. There you go.
God
That's for
damn.
Dark XL.
I
Oh
thought you were
no.
fucking with this brain dead scumfuck. Valid
The other
trash.
one's kind of the
Faces to be
same
gunned down
thing.
in the street like the degenerate you are. Then
I was not aware of this, by the way. I was not aware of this. Go ahead.
Same goes for Caskion and Trebro apparently.
Sejuani, you are fucking worthless, brain dead scumfuck bastard, pile of trash, mental dick face that should be gunned down in the street like the degenerate you
Yeah,
Oh
are.
man, that
And
sounds.
parentheses in game.
It sounds like Havoc got pasted and he didn't realize it, so he
Dang, we got hard bamboozled here.
You got memed.
Oh my
I
god,
think
we really got
there's
bamboozled.
truth to this.
Okay. All right. Okay. 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 Well, okay. I'll give you some insight since I was on.
Team went boom.
Yeah. So team went boom.
Yeah.
Well, basically, there's a few things that kind of go into it. Like it's mainly because Demon Monkey, roll swap from he was a like a really strong jungler, and has a
Pretty
championship.
strong jungler.
Yeah, he's very strong. Like he's a very good jungler, and he has a OL title already, and played in other high level tournaments as
He has
well.
2 titles.
He has two. Sorry, he has,
1.5.
Yeah.
Alright. Shut up.
yeah, like he's really strong. He's really good. He's smart about the game and everything. He just wanted to make a change. He just wanted to make a change. He wanted to like kind of switch to mid, and he wasn't. He wanted to switch to mid, and he didn't really like. He wasn't expecting to play in After Dark, by the way. He wanted to make a change and like kind of like have fun and roll swap, but like there was changes in OL which we removed Academy, so there wasn't like a place to like slow bake, you know, and like learn how to play the role and like and then like maybe qualify for Premier, you know. But he just kind of got thrown in to the wolves basically, and kind it kind of worked, and but at the same time it kind of didn't work at the same time, and I feel like it takes a while to adjust to a role. There's a lot of players out here who've been playing multiple years same role, you know. So like
I'm first timing every champ.
yeah, but like there's also like like a lot of players who just like played one role in like a small group of champions for several years, and
Yeah.
that's what you're kind of competing against, you know. And for him, like obviously if he stuck with it for a few more months, he was already competing with some of the better mids in the whole league, and they're D3 plus, you know. So like, I mean, he doesn't give himself enough credit. I think he just needs to. He could have. If he's not having fun, you know, you're not having fun. It's a game at the end of the day. So like, if you're not having fun, don't continue doing it, you know. But aside from that, Cuddle Bunch kind of just like had a really rough week this week, and they kind of lost majority of their games. So they're out of playoff contention. So that's kind of what spurred a lot of the animosity within the players, maybe, if there was any. So losing will do that, right? Like losing's gonna, you know, drive a wedge between
Breaks
everybody.
nipples.
Yeah, it kind of just, yeah, it
Test
just
your
sucks.
friendships.
Yeah, it really sucks, right? We lost all the games. Yeah. So we lost all of our games, but it's, I mean, there's nothing much to say.
Are they out of playoff contention?
Well, it basically extraordinary things need to happen for us to make it in. So
Well, they're down 2 games.
from fourth place,
And
yeah,
there's
they're down
5
to,
games.
yeah.
All right. Do you want to know the real reason why they went boom?
All right, go ahead.
All right, this is just what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Demon Monkey is vocal, right? He's a jungler. He likes the shot call. I get that. He can still do it, but I don't think he's that experienced. Um, support seems like he's hella aggressive and and doesn't listen. Then I know Tree Bro has a huge ego. I think that's why they went through.
Chibra's good.
Tree Bro doesn't listen to anyone. His ego's too.
Hold on.
Uh,
I also got insider info. Hold on. Hold
I
on.
don't
Hold on.
think honestly. I don't think that's necessarily the reason. Like I'll watch their games, right? I'll watch especially the stream games that have like the stream games, and one instance in particular, Trebro had a very Trebro was on Silas, and we had Zillion Ezreal bot, right? There's an early gank, and Kayson got a good bomb, double bomb, off on their bot lane, and it was a for sure kill, right? But there's small misplays. The sniper ended up dying and giving first blood to the enemy Zaya, but Trebro was able to clean up and get clean up 2 kills. But at the end of the day, it was only like a profit of like 200 gold. You know, even though when it was supposed to be a for sure double kill, first blood plus the double kill, and no deaths, right? So like little things like that where it's just like really small misplays that they just like if they those things get cleaned up and like the communication's better, then they can do something. But I think it seems like the communication is just kind of off, and the synergy
Exactly.
between the
There's
teams.
too many people trying to shot call.
Exactly, yeah. So, and from my perspective, I think it's most effective when you have Trebro calling, because he was,
He's a very talented player.
yeah, because he was making the right calls. It's not like I can't just like I'm not one of those people who will like, oh, he's D1, so he by default makes the best calls. You know, it's it's more of I listen to his stream, I watch him play, I watch his pathing, I watch the way he's watching the map and seeing how the state of each
He
lane,
has good music
and
taste.
he's communicating to his lanes. He knows what he needs to do within his champion and how it interacts with the other champions, and uh, what he's communicating and what he's trying to do accomplish on the map is more correct than what everybody else is doing. So that's my analysis of that. So like if that's not the case, a lot of random deaths from Kason too. Kason dies randomly, which is really like it sucks for a
That's
team.
why I didn't join Finest.
Kayson
So,
does die
so
really randomly, and it's like he makes his pop up plays. Like he makes some plays where he has like some really. He's not scared to make engages. He'll go for it, and he'll like go for the plays, which is good. But he will like just be warding and randomly die when it's like kind of obvious that you shouldn't be doing that, you know. And I mean, we can nitpick everybody's play style, and like I know we're talking about Kayson right now, but we can talk about any support who does that. You know, like even you, Havoc. You're not immune.
Perfect.
You're not
yeah, he's
perfect. You
probably the
know.
worst sport I ever played with.
Yeah, probably am.
So like, I mean, we can nitpick and everything, but at the same time, like everybody makes mistakes. So like, and in this case, Cuddlemunch made more mistakes than the other team. So
All right, now I'm done with the fucking politics talk. All right, you sound like a politician. You know. All
yeah,
right, so the info I got is that um, Pata and Trebro did not get along in the macro sense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I definitely understand that because Pata is like a my way or the highway type top laner.
it's very
Like
confrontational. It's very
he picks what
confrontational.
he wants, and if you don't like it, he's picking it anyways. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's what he does, and I like Pat as a person, but he's very my way or the highway type guy, and I don't know if he's like the one who had the biggest issues with anyone, but I think everyone has their own issues. I think every player has their own issues in general. Like I can only play Ezreal and shit, but like I know Pat is very my way or the highway, and like Austin or like Havoc said, Shibro has like a really big ego, but he's good, so it's kind of like backed up. Um, I think Austin doesn't have a lot of confidence in himself. Um,
That's a
and then
major. That's a major under point. That's like a understatement. You know, like
Yeah.
like I think Austin really devalues himself way too much to the point where it's like, I mean, you can't have a mid who's not ready to just like, who has it in their mind to 1v9, you know? Like,
Hmm.
if you're a mid laner in like, and playing in like a D1 and under league, you have to be like in the 1v9 mindset. I think, I don't know, like, but at the
Yeah,
same, yeah, I don't know.
and
What
there's one
else?
more thing. I think Sniper and Kasion actually don't have good synergy. Um, Sniper has, in my opinion, I might be like 100% wrong, has traditionally been an ADC to like carry like into the late game. Like he's a traditional ADC player. Like he just farms up, kind of like Death Holy. He farms up, he plays it safe, he scales, and he uses his positioning and his mechanics
Not necessarily.
to win
Like
the game.
there's obviously there's things you see on stream, and then there's like practice, all the practice games, all the like things that you don't hear, like team comms and
Mhm.
how the tempo is and stuff like that. I think he's very like quiet. Sniper's a very quiet player, but he is following what every, he's just kind of doing what AD carries should be doing, is like,
Well, that's why, yeah, they
you know,
should just follow calls. But
follow
that
what
doesn't
people
mean
are
he
doing.
wants to,
Yeah.
you know? Like, I've been in that position before. Like, I'm not an ADC that's very good in lane. That's probably my weakest point. And that was, like, Havoc's strongest point. So we're like, okay, you roam, I play Ezreal. Shit like that. Like, um, like, I just don't think, like, they either came to compromise and had it lane properly, or they just, didn't decide with the lane style. Because I know Sniper, like, I've talked to him before. Um, and he's an ADC. So, like, kind of talk.
Yeah.
But like I know he plays like he likes to play a little safer, and I know Kasion because I played with him before when I tried out for finest. He's very like aggro and kind of has like these inting tendencies at like random times. Like I guess he gets hypey. I don't know, but
Yeah,
um,
he misjudges things, and it's kind of like I don't know how else to explain it other than like saying it's kind of like it's kind of careless, you know?
mhm.
It's more of like a
Well,
It's not necessarily like being too over aggressive. It's like it's to the point where it's kind of like like, I don't know, unaware of like your limits and the enemy's limits, and like if you trading 1 for 1 is worth or not worth, and I don't know. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but like I feel like
You're
there's a
trying
lot
to
of things
protect
missing.
him. He's hinting.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, basically it runs it down when like
Exactly.
in certain moments, you know, like there's certain
mhm.
Yeah.
there's a lot of there's I guess
I
there's
mean
like,
we all kind of get those ways. We're just like, hey, I'm gonna die.
yeah. So basically the team went boom because they just don't work as a 5-man unit, and the personalities don't mesh at all, it seems. So like,
And that seems to happen like if a team goes to like a downslide, they that usually comes like personality issues usually come prevalent.
yeah,
Um, Obviously, like if a team's in like their honeymoon phase and are like 5-0, it's different. But you can usually tell like how a team meshes together after a couple of losses. So, but I think we should move on to talking about Dusk because apparently they're for fun now.
they
They
are
weren't for
three
fun
and eight.
originally apparently, and now they're for fun.
Sorry, I started this.
Oops.
Apologies.
Oh no, Havoc! Everybody's see,
uh,
Everyone's gonna be a for fun team.
yeah, everybody's gonna be for fun team now. Damn it.
hey, that for fun team's paying like $50 though. So.
Yeah, I mean, once you get 3 and 8, it's easy to say you're going for fun, you know? Like,
Hmm.
as soon as you kind of, I mean, it's just I'm only speaking facts here. Like, you're not for fun, you're just out of contention. So now it's like not really.
I'm
You're
for
just,
fun. I didn't have a
But we were
chance to
for
get to
fun.
contention.
yeah.
We're legitimately for fun because we like don't play our
Come on,
roles.
dude. Started seven losses.
Yeah.
Alright, we're not making it.
All right, and now I think it's the time where we pull in our special guest.
Oh, is this a special guest time?
Someone else?
I think it's special guest time.
Alright. Let's get him
You ready?
in here. Yeah, bring him in.
I can't find the staff chat. Okay, here we go. I dragged him into like 5 different channels.
Tara,
Fucking
what's.
Terrace.
What up?
Hello, Tara.
How's it
Fucking
going?
Terrace.
Alright, I think. Okay. Who the hell is Tara? Let's just get this
Yeah,
out of
who the
way.
hell is Tara?
I am Ember's old top laner.
Nobody knows who Ember is.
Yeah,
Nobody knows who Ember is. So sorry.
Squad
I'm,
G7.
I'm the current starting undefeated support for Havoc's for Fun team.
Oh shit, son. that team's stacked. What? That's Zach
Yeah,
Jungle. They got Terra support. Oh my. Okay.
Wait,
So
undefeated.
Wait
Wait a minute.
he hasn't lost.
in
Yet.
lane.
Oh, okay. He actually lost it. What the?
Yeah, Havoc ran us down game 1.
Terra's the best support I ever played with.
True. Yeah, I've been playing support for about a week. I'm like D3 ADLP or something. It's a 4-year-old.
He's also the best Minecraft house designer.
I'm also an incredible Minecraft player.
Oh, that's a very, very good time to segue to the
Into
recent ruling, dude. Let's go.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, man.
All right, so let's move that blue arrow down. And
Oh, let me do. Can I do it?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't.
Yeah, okay, cool. Bam, bam, bitch.
All right.
Oh, there's another arrow hidden. Damn.
Oh man.
How did we put the arrow on top of the other arrow?
It was hiding,
Arrow
dude. It was like, fuck, don't find me. So the recent rulings, guys. So if you've been active or been looking at the Discord at all, you've noticed that a prominent figure, a pillar, a model citizen of the OL community,
Player.
Alcantos?
Alcantos and Spare have been banned for different durations. Let's start with Alcantos, okay? So Alcantos received a season, like a regular season ban. He'll be allowed to rejoin his team, Soulbound Lightning, in
Nice.
the playoffs if they make it. And the just a TLDR of his ruling was he was similar to Steel City, where he in season 1, which is a while ago, like it was literally in January.
Yeah, it was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. He was aware of the other ruling that we spoke about in previous episodes. You can see those episodes on YouTube. Basically, he was aware of Ben, who is Best Turtle EU, or sorry,
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Yeah,
Mhm.
VN. Okay, Best
Yeah,
Turtle
VN.
VN. He was smurfing in the league. He had an account that he didn't disclose. Alcantos was aware of it because he was on the team with them, and there was okay. TLDR, he knew about it. He didn't tell anybody, so he got punished for it.
Should be banned for the
But
whole league.
he was instrumental in helping us out in actually uncovering the facts. So he kind of helped.
Bitches get stitches, bitches.
Disagree.
They uncover like it was like
Dude,
some
we're making
trade
this,
secret.
Yeah, like a
we're making
trade
this,
secret.
we're making this seem like he's like
Pentagon Papers, dude. He just gave that shit to us.
decided to help.
You literally went, bro. You literally went, "Hey Ben, is this your account?" He goes, "Yep."
Okay, all right. So, anyways, Alcantos got a reduced sentence because of that, and thanks to him for helping us out. But at the same
Didn't.
time, you still just we talked about it. So, Alcantos, he'll be back for the playoffs if his team makes it. Hopefully his team is able to hold it down until he gets back. He was like their carry, so it was kind of like really a really tough loss for them. But talk about up to you. Like we'll talk about Spare after, but
So basically, like we're gonna write up like a 3-page Word document about the G7 Smurf ring and list every member in the OL server at the bottom,
Okay.
including their Discord.
there's plenty of
So,
other people, but
prepare.
there's no real evidence. So I'll just say that.
I mean, I will say I thought there was other people who were gonna get banned. I knew like there was like 2 or 3 people who also knew. I was
Yeah, I
expecting
saw the
it.
dog.
I saw the doc too. Yeah, like
A lot of people went punished.
yeah, like Medic and I think it was like Murdoch.
Medic and
Yeah.
Murdoch, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think the team's doomed personally, but that's kind of like Flame. I don't know.
Wait,
I
which
mean-
team is doomed?
Lightning.
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
no, they're doomed.
I don't
He's
know.
like, oh yeah, they're doomed.
Yeah,
I
no, they
think-
lost their
I
best
think
player,
he
and then
deserves a
they
full
lost Spare.
season
The
ban.
best
Dude,
support
Spare's
Noel. Oh no, he's
the-
the best jungler Noel. Sorry.
Oh
Like-
my god.
like, dude, if Alcantas is the best player on your team, like, I think you're already doomed.
Dude, they picked up X Forged, who's a pretty good jungler.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that actually.
And then they also have
Yeah, don't they have a Haze now?
yeah, they have a Haze as a
He's
support.
He's an upgrade from Spare.
He's an up. I
Spurs
mean,
the best.
I mean,
I think
I'm an
it's a
upgrade over Spare. Let's be real.
I think
okay?
it's a close.
Wait a second, I thought we
I'm,
were
kid- I'm
flaming.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I think it's a close race. Expect to give him some for his money, dude.
I don't know, man. I remember I had to look at the roster again. I commented like, oh, like Lightning's best players on their bench after they picked
Damn.
up X Forge. I mean, yeah, like Deadbeat, Snickers. I don't know why he was on their bench. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that role swap was just kind of a stupid idea.
I
that they
called
had.
it. Did I not call it? I called it.
Yeah, that was a really stupid fucking idea.
It just did not work. I just saw it not working out. And
It's easier to
There-
just pick up another fucking.
There was
like,
no way it was
jungler.
gonna work. And then they get a Haze on their team. Like, what lane are you playing around, dude? Like, well, yeah, your jungler is all right, but like,
the
like
Kog'Maw,
you need a winning lane. Like,
dude, they're playing
What do you
around
do?
Vija, the Kog'Maw, dude. Right?
yeah,
Vija Kog'Maw?
By Jacques Ogma?
I don't know. But
So I mean, like, Soulbound Lightning is kind of in a rough situation, and I mean,
They're
it's
still in the
unfortunate.
playoff. No, they're still
They're
in contention.
right there. They're right there, and we all know solar, anything can happen. Like, like from
wait, their solar team?
yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, so each team plays 16 games. So there's still there's still 4 or 5 games left for some teams to play. Or 6. No, it's either 5 or 6 games. Either way, some teams may have already played some of the harder teams.
It's true. It's true.
So like, if you have a team like Wyoming or Soulbound, I don't know if this is true or not. That's like 3 of their games might be Soulbound, Sins, Elion, and Hawkeye. Like, that's basically an auto lock if you're a mid-tier team
I
for
mean,
playoffs.
if we really want to get into it, let's see their record for this week, okay? So let's see like, what Lightning's games were like this week. So they
They lost
played-
to Ravens.
They lost to the Penguins as well. Like, first game they
Penguins
lost.
and Ravens,
Yeah,
which
Penguins.
are 2 teams above them, which is not a good look.
yeah, but they
They beat Elion,
Leon. Yeah.
and then who else did they play? They had a bye. Okay.
Oh, they had a bye. Yeah, they had a bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now next week they play Bubble Buddies. Ooh.
Ooh.
Soulbound Sins. Okay, so they could
That can be a
realistically
win.
go 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can be a win, and then
Wait, you can. That should be a
you
win.
never know. You never
should be,
know.
should be.
Astro-
But then they
play-
oh man, they're unlucky. Dude. They're playing the 2 top teams next week.
And then Wyoming. Yeah.
I don't know. I think. Wait,
But
is
then
it
they play
is it
Hawkeye.
the top 4 make it to playoffs,
Penguins.
or what is it?
Yes,
top
top
6?
4. Top 4.
Top 4? Oh, they're fucked. Dude.
Yeah, I don't see them make. I don't see them make.
No way.
Yeah,
They have to
unless
pop
they
off.
pull
I mean,
something else.
I'm rooting for them. You know, die wildfire, die. But like, it's rough,
In
dude.
game.
In game. But it looks rough, dude.
It's I mean, I try to be optimistic and try to give them like a good enough information so people can see, like, maybe they have some matchups that they can win.
Okay, but I'm not an admin, so I
Unlucky.
think they're doomed.
unlucky.
No, they're
unlucky.
doomed.
Yeah.
Like both the
It's gonna
Soulbound teams are giga doomed. I
Yo,
think.
Soulbound Lightning literally just needs to have a week where they go Super Saiyan and they fucking beat the top 2 teams, But
I mean, yeah. If they
A
pull
lot of teams
out-
need a lot of things, Brink.
I mean,
facts.
dude, I was looking at Azura's roster. I thought some of them looked a little questionable. So I mean, I informed Taco what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
That's
soon
fine.
Azura will lose like a mid laner or something, and then in comes Lightning.
And here comes Lightning wheelchair.
As we say, there's 20 people in the document. Click on Azura's mid laners.
Oh man.
No.
Okay, so
But yeah, I mean, like, oh, it's a u.gg link, but not.
I'm just saying, like, I was like, this is my first week, so I actually looked at people for the first time. And
Well, it's interesting because we never discussed Azura's like, the issue with like their org. and how like
Oh,
they were like involved with smurfing.
someone talked about
Yeah.
someone
So
had like.
we like
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. You probably
so I
know
was gonna
more
say
about it
like
than me.
yeah. So I was talking to talk about it, and most staff read the doc, and like the thing is, the smurfing was mostly occurring in like gold leagues, in like plat leagues, so we didn't really care. It does like kind of taint the org and the team's reputation,
Yeah,
but I mean, it's still kind of sketchy. Like,
I mean,
I don't think they're like good enough to be considered
dude,
Smurfs. No offense.
some dude did
Um,
some next level research on their asses, dude. He did some investigations
oh,
and shit.
dude, no, that was like a 4-page doc. That's what I was memeing about earlier. Like, oh, we're gonna write a 3 to 4-page doc
Oh,
on like
that
on the
guy,
server's
that
Discord.
guy is literally training to be an investigator. Like, damn, like that dude
Yeah,
put a
like
lot
I
of
wouldn't
effort
even write
into
a
it.
fucking paper for school. Like that legit. Like that dude went full ham. That's like something Hawkeye's captain would do.
It's not even like a.
shots fired, dude. Okay.
I don't know. I don't. Even, it's not even like I'm out to get him or anything. But like this dude's like level 87. Like first
Diamond
season
1
of
level
ranked was
87.
Diamond 1 level 87, 60% win rate. All his KDAs and win rates are pretty nuts. This is like his second season of ranked. He was like plat 4 last season. Like obviously, like maybe this guy isn't a Smurf, but he definitely has other accounts, right?
Well, I will tell you that we do have some new rules coming out pretty soon. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler,
So,
spoiler.
and it's like mid-season, but they're not like rules that like, oh, like the whole season's gonna change, shit like that.
It's not an
Just like
AE,
kinda
AE
gonna
rule
be
book change.
Yeah, we're just kind of the rule book.
AE, man. Gotta
Remember
love
that, dude? Wait, what was that Brink that they like fucked us on? We're just like, oh yeah, we changed a rule. We were like, what?
Something.
It was something. It was something
No.
like right in the playoffs. We were like, what the?
I love pro nibs, but like A is a meme, so
Oh,
it is clearly for fun league.
Pronibs is precious. Okay, he's a,
Yeah.
he's
I
a
mean,
I love pro
they're
nibs,
great
but
people. They're great people.
great people. Yeah.
Especially that Killer Z.
Killer
to be fair.
Z,
Big fan of Killer Z.
big fan.
Okay, so what are you gonna talk about now? All right, now we'll move
Spare.
on to lightning. And
Spare.
transition to spare. Yep.
All right. Okay, so everybody knows who Spare is. He's the most like infamous. Literally, they need to make a YouTube video. You know how they have those YouTube videos of most infamous league players? Spare needs a whole fucking spotlight on that shit. Okay.
Oh my
But he
God.
wants to do that. He wants to be that. Like IRL, that like asshole from Europe is like his like idol, which is
I mean,
not a
yeah.
good
League
thing,
recap, yes, the holy, yes, league recap. Always Spare.
Always. Dude, here's the thing, right? Is it's like Spare's gone through so many phases of like, he was like gold and like people shit on him, but like the nice players were like, nah, dude, like fucking give him a break, right?
Yeah.
And then like he gets platinum, and then like he's got this massive dick energy, and then he just starts swinging it around, and then like he gets shit on and kicked from the team, and then everybody feels bad, and they're like, hey, Spare, like, so it's alright, dude. And then like he comes back, and then he buys like a boost. And then he comes back swinging big dick energy again.
Yo, I'll give
I
it
don't
to
know,
him. Yo, you can't knock the hustle, dude.
Yeah, you can.
Can't
dude.
knock
Like,
the hustle.
No, you can knock the hustle. 'Cause that will
Nah.
get, you
Yo,
can spend that money on other
come
shit.
on, yo, Spare's been hustling, dude. This
Dude, he
whole
could put that shit in Robinhood and have $400 from investing properly, dude. Or he could be going to the fucking Bahamas or some shit. Like,
oh yeah, facts.
what a waste of fucking money, dude. Anyway,
I mean, I think the ban was definitely deserved, right? Like,
no, I understand. Agree.
he said the fucked up shit and refused to apologize. I'm like, hey man,
Yo, Spare's got a temper, dude. You know, like
And
everybody
Tara,
knows.
we've defended him. Like,
I mean,
we
yeah,
need to try to help him.
I mean, I literally had to do the write up and ban Spare, but at the end of the day, Spare's he's still a homie. You know, I'm not gonna hate on the guy. You know, like I'm not
He's an
gonna.
OE boy.
He's a OE vet. Like he's been there from like.
wait,
way back.
veteran.
Yeah, he's been there since when? Like way back in CL. Like
Man, like CL gold plat, I guess. Yeah, but he was like gold fourth at the time.
yo, that was so long ago when you think about it.
That was so long ago. That was like
Yeah.
what, like a year or two ago?
More than that. It's
Fuck.
been at least 3
Fuck.
years.
Okay, well, I've only been there for like 2 years or something. So.
Yeah. So like, yeah. So Spare has been around for a really long time, and like we all know he kind of has his outbursts and shit, and we can't tolerate that. We can't like let it go. Like he says some fucked up shit. He's gonna have his consequences, and I've already explained that to him before. So we're clear on that. But
I mean, yeah, he deserved it. You can't control your behavior. Like,
Yeah. And then okay, so like basically, okay, the situation that brought the ban was there was a Minecraft server that was
Oh well, Minecraft, check it out.
oh well Minecraft.
Hell yeah.
If you
Just get
wanna, if you
Minecraft,
wanna,
that Minecraft role join.
yeah, ask for the role and you'll
OL server.
yeah you'll get the
Mostly
the
G7
lowdown.
players.
Yeah, and like so there was a structure or I don't know. I don't play Minecraft, so I don't
There's a
know.
whole town, bro.
Oh
There's a whole
damn! God
town.
damn, dude. Y'all
Feels
did them dirt.
bad.
Y'all
Dude, I'm
grimy,
gonna
dude.
cry, dude. Stop. Jesus.
Whoever did that, y'all are grimy, dude. Straight
It
up.
was
That's a grimy move.
Hold on. Alright, hold on. I'm about to fucking give me 1 second. Alright. So this fucking grieving shit pissed me off so much, dude. We like spent like we like got on and we're like, oh wildfire, like try to grieve this shit, and I was like, okay, I don't really care because they didn't touch my shit. They fucking killed both of my fucking houses. Alright, I don't care how ugly it was. And then this asshole just
Okay,
killed my new fucking
his house
house.
was disgusting. Have you seen a picture?
Alright. So they killed my new fancy fucking house, which also pissed me off because it took like 2 hours to make that with Terra. And
True.
then the fucking brush retard, excuse my language, just kidding. He's a fucking retard. He lied to me like multiple times saying, oh, I didn't fucking like grief your shit. And then they fucking take screenshots of like having that x-ray shit of
Damn.
like being able to see people's like chests and like shit.
Oh
And I don't know, dude.
no.
Like
Basically,
it's just like it's just like fuck wildfire, like people that joined. I mean, like powder was
Yeah.
okay, I guess, but like if you don't like, even if you didn't do the actual griefing, like you didn't try to stop it and you like encouraged it, like you're a piece of shit. Because people spent fucking 10 to 12 hours on some of their things, and some people spent like days worth of work on some of their shit,
I mean,
and they
yeah.
destroyed it.
That's
I was
fine.
on there
That's
for
like
like
a
a,
piece of
I was
shit
on there
thing
for
to
like
do.
a week. I was on there for like
That's
a
like
week, and my house got
Piece of
burned.
shit thing someone can do, yeah.
Okay, so
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like so like kind of that kind of put it in perspective how like how much effort was put into that and like this, you know, like it's just grimy and just not cool, you know. It's like really a shitty thing to do. But
It's like something a 14-year-old does to impress their friends that are like
Yeah.
all pieces of shits also, like
but I'm as an outsider, I will say that like, and I'll put it in perspective. The OWL, the Minecraft server has nothing to do with the OWL
Yeah,
league.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
correct.
it's
So I think I didn't get banned.
the 100%. It's a complete
Slim punished
division.
him.
You
Slim
know,
kicked him off Ravens, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, Slim kicked him, but like it wasn't like a server. Like the admins didn't do anything, even though two of the admins were on the server. The
Oh,
admins
dude,
didn't
no.
kick him.
So the thing is, like, it could be kind of stirred into OL. Like, if you see, the thing is, like, it's not going to be at all. But like, if you look at it from the standpoint of like these people intentionally ruined like the OL community's project on doing something out of spite of the OL community, then
True.
it sounds punishable. But like the fact, like, and that's if you take it out of the Minecraft context, which like would technically be a punishable offense, but like it happened in Minecraft, and we like agreed from the, like day one that like that Minecraft server had nothing to do with OL. So
exactly.
pros and cons to that. So
Yeah, so there's pros and cons, and you know, it comes. I don't know. It's just kind of
we'll
one
have a
of
Civ
those
day
things
in
that
2 weeks.
So like,
Or Doc.
let me just put so like after all this unfolded, right? Spare took to the OWL server to shit talk, or not shit talk, but like to retaliate, you know,
Hold up.
in text.
So just for clarification, the brush guy or whatever joined and said he was Daddy Simp, and we were like, okay, cool. Like Daddy Simp, the guy from what, Penguins or something. We're like, all right, cool, whatever. So I like showed him, we like showed him around town and all this shit, right? And then like me and Taco like got offline, right, at like midnight, and then we wake up and like all our shit's gone, like fucking the whole town's destroyed, and we're like, okay.
God
So
damn.
who was it? And then that's when people went off on who they thought it was Daddy Simp. So people were going off on Daddy Simp, but it was like Airy and Spare,
Mhm.
I think mostly. But then I think people figured out it wasn't Daddy Simp. I think Slim figured it out, and then he kicked Brush from his team.
Yeah, Brush is a
And-
piece of shit for like.
And then
trying to,
like Airy
shit
went
up.
and like apologized. He like Airy was like, I feel really bad, Daddy Simp. Sorry. Like everyone was like it sucks because like the first thing people were like, oh cool, Daddy Simp's a dickhead, but it wasn't him.
Honestly, shout out
but-
to Slim though. Like
Yeah. Shout out to Slim. He handled it.
He does care about Wildfire's reputation, and like the
Oh
fact
hell,
that
yeah, of
someone like
course, 100%.
this, yeah, like in like I mean, like your people, like if you have a massive org, I mean, like you can't. I don't know, like it's hard to control. Like you don't want to control people, but you want them to rep your org well,
Yeah,
because like it's just like the thing of having a big org. Like your players represent your org no matter what. So like the fact that that idiot did that, like kind of looks bad for Wildfire, and Slim was like, "Fuck that shit."
yeah. I mean,
And he,
like you kind of have to. You kind of have to.
like you're not a good Nautilus one trick. Like D-Holy can be fine with another support, you know.
Oh
Like
damn!
we won't
Shots
miss you.
fired! Shots fired!
Yeah,
After, oh
like
well, after dark, by the way. Oh well, after dark, by the
Yeah.
way.
and this isn't the first time. Like Spare had a similar thing with OE Midnight, right? Where like his attitude was shit. He was like flaming in all chat or something, and then like Robin like kicked him as the head of OE.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was against
Yeah.
us. I was against.
Yeah,
I
it was
was in the
against me and
game.
you. Yeah,
I was in the
yeah,
game.
we were in that game.
We
Yeah.
won that game.
Yeah, we won that game. He
But
went
like,
0-8. I played Draven.
but like, I didn't really care because it's like, fuck.
I mean, I didn't care either
I
because
was-
it was like Spare, you know.
Yeah,
but like,
Spare's everybody knows Spare's like pretty immature and he just like he goes for the like I don't know the low hanging fruit in terms of shit talk, you know? Like not
Yeah.
he doesn't
He
kind
doesn't
of go
like watch. He doesn't have a filter.
he has no sophistication to his shit talk, you know? It's
But,
more,
like,
you know, like it's just
yeah, it wasn't his first offense. Like this is the second time Spare's been punished for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and like
toxicity.
I'm like
more in the
like,
second like oh man.
in my
too many
opinion,
times.
if OL allowing him to play, and this is my personal opinion, not this had nothing to do with the staff. Like the fact that like we allowed someone who's like blatantly boosted to play in our league, like it just kind of like reflects bad on like, in my opinion, it reflected bad in OL. They're like, oh, they're letting Spare play in his league, even though like he admitting to being boosted, like, and then still shit talks and swings his big dick around, like, you know, like he like earned that shit. And I'm pretty sure like Bomb Man, like after like what happened to Spare, like I don't even know if Spare is still on, like I don't think he's on Soulbound, but I know Bomb Man wouldn't tolerate that shit. He's like no, he's like fuck no, you're not gonna make Soulbound look terrible. Like Soulbound has a bunch of cool ass players, so
Yeah. Soulbound's big
mean,
now. Like it's
yeah,
big.
they did a
It's
good
lot of-
job.
yeah, they have a lot of players, they have a lot of teams and they're all
Rip Bomb Man, by the way, he was a
Yeah.
good staff. He
yeah,
worked hard.
rip, yeah, rest in peace, Bone. But I personally think that org in general is filling out, and they're trying to figure like they're kind of setting how like their stance, and like you kind of have to judge org owners by their response to shit, you know. Like you can't really tell what
Mhm.
someone predict what people are gonna do. Like I guess in Spare's case, like we all knew at some point he's gonna do something stupid, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody fucking knew it, but we just kind of said whatever, you know. But like,
You were hoping he wouldn't.
I was hoping, I held on to the last thing, dude. Everybody was against. Like, I'll say this. Everybody was against having Sphere being allowed to play, but I vouch for him, dude.
Here's the thing,
I
right?
vouch
Like if
for his
Spare
ass,
didn't get boosted and he was plat 1, like he still would have been allowed in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like I guess it's not that bad. Like he went up like what 1 rank. He got boosted up 2 ranks, but he demoted, so he's like he basically got boosted to
Yeah.
like I mean it's not that bad.
It's not, yeah. He made it to Plat 1 on his own, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't like who's the guy? There was a guy in CL like Waffle or something. Yeah, that guy was like gold, got
Oh, yeah.
boosted to like diamond. Yeah, like that's more of like a like this guy shouldn't be in the league at all, like for sure. Like if the guy was already
Eggs on waffles, that's what it was.
Eggs on waffles, yeah.
Eggs on waffles, dude.
That guy's a degenerate. Don't miss him. Don't miss him. Dude.
Okay, yeah. I have mixed emotions with Eggs on waffles. He's kind of a nice guy, but you know, whatever.
Whew.
Anyways,
Gen-
anyways, Spare, yeah, Spare, man, fuck, I vouch for your ass, and you kind of stabbed me in the back there.
This went off so hard on the wrong guy too. Like he was going off on Daddy Simp, and like Daddy Simp, we already knew he didn't do it,
Yeah,
and we were like, "Hey man, like." I literally messaged his friend like, "Hey dude, like Daddy Simp didn't do it. Like you should apologize." Like he's like, "Nah, fuck that." I was like, okay.
yeah,
Like,
okay.
all right, dude, whatever.
It's all good though. Spare is all good. I don't hold it against you. You know, it is what it is. But enjoy your permanent retirement. You know,
Isn't it indefinite retirement?
Indefinite.
Okay,
retirement.
okay.
Permanent
So,
retirement sounded so-
Is indefinite like gray area? Like
Yeah, it's a little. It's indefinite means indefinite. You know, like it means
indefinite means like until there's a definite.
indefinite until I don't know. Like I personally, I don't know if anybody like people can disagree.
Basically,
People can disagree with me as much as they want, but I personally think life sentences are just dumb. You know?
I'm out here saying
Typical Canadian.
hashtag Free Steel City, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright, let's
Indefinite
move on.
grade.
Next
I
topic, baby.
I put indefinite. Okay. So uh, next topic. All right, let's move on. Contenders or pretenders. We want to kind of go through the people who are kind of in. Let me just go to the standings here. Okay, one sec. Is this the one? It is the one. All right. So from 1 to 6, we kind of want to talk about. I guess we can go from 3 to 6 on both solar and lunar, and kind of go through which which teams are contenders and which teams are pretenders. You know.
Okay.
And at first, let's just kind of get Havoc hasn't said anything for an hour, so let's just
Yeah, he's muted.
let me just hear what Havoc has to say.
Fucking bored. What?
He's knocked out from the fucking Maker's Mark.
Havoc's like, I'm in a solo queue game. What's going on?
I don't know. I don't even rank, dude. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh, on one of your 2 accounts?
Yeah, 3.
3,
Oh
4,
yeah,
5.
it's 3 now,
Alright,
right?
so
6.
Wildfire Ravens.
Okay. So let's just go with Zach for. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, I know Havoc doesn't want. He's too bored to even talk about these teams that are not number one,
What are we
right?
talking about?
Okay. So we're talking about on the if you look on the stream, there's 2 conferences, solar and lunar, and
You
from
play in
three-
this league, by the
yeah,
way.
you play in the lunar conference.
Oh, okay.
Just to remind you, and
Don't know.
so from number 3 to rank 3 to rank 6, we have Wildfire Nighthawks, we have CSU Rams, Cosmic Insight, and U.S. Air Force Academy. Which teams are contenders and which teams are pretenders?
We're talking about lunar or solar?
Lunar.
Lunar.
Lunar because you only know those teams. You don't know the other teams.
I can still fucking rank them. 3 to 7. Let me see.
3 to 6. 3 to 6.
6.
Oh.
Yeah.
3 to 6.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna be. I'm gonna give it to CSU.
Okay. Contenders.
Cosmic Insight.
Mm-hmm.
Wildfire's a pretender. U.S. Air Force pretender.
That Wildfire
pretender. Does pretender. Havoc's for fun team contender. So, yeah.
We're contending
CSU
for
Rams-
something.
CSU Rams.
You kind of cut out there a little bit.
Yeah, you cut out.
CSU Ram. What was the other one? Cosmic Insight and those are the contenders.
Awesome. Okay.
Everything
So,
contenders.
Our wrath will be swift.
okay. So CCU Rams and Cosmic Insight. You guys got Havoc's blessing. You guys are
Not really.
Okay, so you guys didn't get Havoc's blessing, so you just had to say somebody, so he said you guys. All
Just
right.
think y'all might
Okay.
make it.
All right. For me, honestly, I personally think, just based on the hot streak Cosmic Insight's on, I have to put them as a contender. Like they have to be on the upswing, and I'm looking out for them next week. You know, like for sure. CC Rams, like we gotta give a shout out to our Royal Me who was here with us the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
He backed up what he said. Like he said, like we're gonna show out the next the next few weeks, and they're right there. They're literally in a playoff position over Cuddle Bunch and all the other teams like that. They already said that they're better than. So, I mean, all the power to them, Like, and I'll put them as a contender as well. But just I'm more iffy on them because I feel like Wildfire, Nighthawks, and Rams are really. I kind of give them sort of like I don't know. I have to see next week. I really have to see. And Air Force Academy, I just feel like they just. I have to put them as a pretender. I'm sorry. Like I have to put them as a pretender. Like their top laner was he has a small champ pool, so like, but he's good on his champs. So I feel like teams are gonna figure them out and like really try hard in the last week. So pretender for me, Prove me wrong though. And you can go ahead, Zach.
So, based off teams played, I'm going to say that Rams will be a contender. I actually think Cosmic Insight I think the winner of the Nighthawk Cosmic Insight game will be a contender. I think Rams has a much easier schedule than Insight. I've been looking at their schedule. Insight has to play AK and Fallen Crusaders still. Rams has passed that. Um,
Hmm.
so I think Cosmic Insight, like both are all of them gonna lose to Havoc's for fun team. Because I mean,
True.
and this like it's not even a thing. Like we literally have taken AK and Fallen Crusaders. Like we have taken them to like later like closer
All these
games
teams
than
suck.
these other teams have. Yeah, and we're like trolling. So and like it's not like oh like 2 minutes later it's like a 35-minute game, like
What do you think of the
36-minute game.
Nighthawks and Air Force?
Wildfire.
Air Force is pretender. It's either gonna be I think it's gonna be Nighthawks and Rams. But I
Okay.
want to say it's gonna be Rams in the winner of Nighthawks the Cosmic Insight game. But I don't have a lot of faith in Insight just because of their schedule.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean Nighthawks does play Crusaders, and they do play Dusk. That's a win probably. And then they play Rams. That'll be close. I think that's gonna be an important game in Week 5. Rams and Nighthawks. And then they play Cuddle Bunch. Like Nighthawks is a pretty easy schedule.
Okay.
So
Tara, do you want to chime in?
Hell yeah.
All right, go ahead.
As the resident Coloradian that's not on one of these two teams, CSU, I mean, I think they're pretty good. I think they're all right. I mean, they switched top laners, didn't they? I think they did.
he said he's gonna stop playing pretty soon.
Yeah, I think they're good. I think U.S. Air Force, the other Colorado team. I mean, they literally get paid to go to school and fly planes, not really play video games. I don't fault them for being 4 and 5, but they're still close, right?
Yeah.
I think they're probably doomed. Cosmic Insight is looking good,
They're on a
and
hot streak.
Nighthawks is like wouldn't be third if they didn't have like one less gameplay. Like if they were 5 and 5,
Yeah, they'd be right with
they would be
with Cosmic.
they would be right with Cosmic, and Cosmic would be 3 wins in a row, and Nighthawks just lost. I mean, Cosmic had a good week. Air Force is looking shaky. I think it's gonna be CSU and Cosmic, and then Wildfire in game, and Air Force.
No.
So it seems that
nothing
everyone
safe.
kind of agrees that Air Force won't.
Oh, and what's his name? Hawkeye needs to quit acting like it's all practice because he's trash.
All right, well that's Solar. So let's go to
All
Solar.
right, let's move over to Solar.
Ravens, Penguins, Wyoming, and Lightning.
Personally, I'm putting Ravens and Wyoming as the contenders. Like I feel like the Ravens they're just leveling up. Like each week they're just improving and like showing out better and better.
I agree with that.
So
I think Wyoming will kind of pull it together and they'll beat Wildfire.
I feel like
Penguins.
Wyoming's put together better than most teams.
Mm-hmm.
Like they kind of understand their roles, like who does what, because they've been playing with each other for a while. So I feel like they'll kind of overtake Penguins, but I feel like Soulbound, like I just don't see them like this. I just don't see them making it to playoffs this season, to be honest. So,
So
Penguins-
Wyoming plays the bottom 3 teams and then Lightning. So
Oh,
they play the bottom 4 teams. Like
Yeah,
Oh.
4 of their remaining games are the
Three!
bottom teams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, Wyoming is just
They might
yeah.
they might end 11 and 5.
So they can really just like have a just come out and just win all those games and just like cruise into the playoffs, but they can also just like kind of not really respect their opponents and kind of get slip up a little bit. So, but I'm putting them as a contender, and I'm also putting Ravens as a contender. But
Mm-hmm.
Penguins really have to just like kind of show out. They're the only team with a chance, in my opinion, to like kind of overtake those two teams. But Lightning is
And they
kinda
play
good.
Wyoming next week too.
Yeah, that's gonna
So-
be a hype match. Wildfire Penguins versus Wyoming is a
They
premier
play
match.
Bubble Buddies too.
Huge match.
Well, both the Wildfire teams that are close play the 2 top teams, so I think it'll show. But I think the thing is Wyoming like looks good, and then they have Trin on their bench, so you're kind of doomed. Like Trin comes out, like what are you
All
gonna
I'm
do?
saying is that Wyoming has the easiest schedule remaining.
Yeah, Wyoming has a nut schedule to make it. Lightning is boom, in my opinion. Like there's no way Lightning make, especially with how easy Wyoming's next 4 games are.
Yeah, it's
And
actually so
then
unfortunate for them. Yeah.
Ravens and Penguins. I actually think Ravens is better than Penguins.
I
I mean,
agree.
Penguins has won 5 in a row, but now that Ravens doesn't have like a whole toxic environment, I mean, it still kind of does, but I think they're the better of the two. So I think Wyoming's gonna make it, and I think Penguins is gonna miss.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Wyoming and Ravens then.
Yeah, I agree.
Lightning, I don't think there's anything to say about Lightning. We already discussed them. Havoc probably thinks the same thing too.
Havoc doesn't.
Unless Azura drops a mid and all 3 make it, you never know.
True. I mean, like, there's a lot of hype matches week 5.
Yeah.
There's
It's gonna be big. 1 and 2 play 3 and 4. Like
There's every team's playing for their like season in week 5, and that's really interesting from a spectator's like perspective, and like from people who are for fun, you know, like you guys. But like
never say that again.
yeah,
We're not for fun.
yeah.
You're
but like I'm talking about the players that have to play in this are gonna be, you know, nervous, you know. So like that's another thing that we don't like factor in. It's like some of these players are gonna get nervous, man, in these like high stake games, like in terms of like getting the playoffs and not making playoffs. So we'll see how that affects them.
Do Penguins and Wyoming play each other next?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
they
yo,
Yeah,
play
that's
it's
their hardest
week
game.
5.
They play Penguins
Yo,
and they play the bottom four
yeah.
teams.
If Wyoming wins that game, it's smooth.
Over.
They win. Yeah.
It's over.
Because like, if they drop a game to Lightning, Sins, Alien,
They
or
deserve
Hawkeye,
playoffs.
they deserve to miss. Like, especially against like Alien and HCC. Like, choose those teams. I mean, you're fucking.
Also, I would be surprised if Ravens or Wyoming swoop in a 2nd seed, because Azura lost to Lightning and they might be prone to like memeing and losing to mid-tier teams. So
Okay. All right, guys. So that's kind of our take on both conferences in terms of like who are contenders and pretenders. I think we kind of are in agreements mostly, and there's a lot to look forward to in week 5, but that's kind of all the topics that we kind of wanted to hit on. Thank you, Havoc and Tara, for coming on and kind of, you know, discussing a few things. And if you have a couple comments that you want to like drop,
Check out our Minecraft server.
check out the Minecraft server on the
Somebody revive it, please.
Bring it back. Havoc, what do you gotta say?
Kansas should be banned for the. There you go.
Oh, you cut out. you cut out.
Kansas should be banned for the whole season.
Ban out
Oh,
Cantos,
alright.
Medic, and Murdoch, or free Steel City. That's all.
All right.
Wait, why did Drops DM me out jungled, huh? What?
All right, I am
Wrong
on it. I'm
person.
gonna ban everybody's banned. All right.
Just-
Okay.
Hey, dude, Elvis for president.
Everybody's banned. All right.
Watch out for that guy Gohoy next season. I think he's pretty good.
Oh, G-Hoy. Watch out for G-Hoy. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us. I'm gonna post this shit on.
later, Gators.
I'm gonna post this shit on YouTube. I'll post a link, and y'all can
Like and subscribe.
watch it. I'm gonna try to get the timestamps. Like me and Zach will work on the timestamps, so it's easy for you, lazy motherfuckers out there. And yeah,
Don't disrespect your viewers, dude.
I'm one of those lazy motherfuckers, dude.
Hey, come on, bro.
I immediately click to on any podcast, TSM boom. All right, I'm clicking on that. I'm clicking on that shit. Okay, like
I just title it like Steel City unbanned? Question mark.
oh man. Okay, Okay, you just gave me an idea to just have those
Clickbait.
clickbaits. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm clickbaiting the shit out of all of you guys. Have a good night. Peace.
Night.